Wow. Oh, okay. That was
Hello, summoners. Power up for this one. Gonna
oh, yeah. Jeez. Wow. Okay.
welcome to another pulse pounding,
Ba-boom. Ba-boom.
lightning inducing,
Oh my God.
lightning tower ascending episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoners War. I am the guardian of the comic books, Aztec Olmec.
Oh my.
Hence, as you see in my comic book themed team shirt. But it would not be a proper episode if I did not have the guardian of the sanctuary,
Mm.
Lightstar 777 with me.
What?
That guy.
What is up? See, I love when you point because depending on what stream they might be looking at, could be either way. Yeah. Could be
So I'm just gonna point in all directions.
all the directions. Hello, fellow summoners. Hope everybody had a fantastic week. We are hoping for no power outages this time.
Can only hope.
Um, Tamagamai. And Aztec, how are you, my friend? How are you doing today? How are you doing?
Aztec is fully healed from his ordeal with the with the massive amount of hedges and bushes in front of his house. A couple weeks ago, I had injured myself with a pickaxe, with the help of some of my
I mean, standard, really. I mean, if I had to nickel for every time I harmed myself with a pickaxe, I mean,
so that was what, like almost a month ago, and just now with much neosporin and many antibiotics and many doses of apple cider
and
vinegar
many years of therapy,
and many years of therapy, I'm all healed up. I
all
am
healed.
super happy because even though Skybound was out of the Summoners War comic, I was still able to procure issues 2 and issues 3 of the Summoners War comic.
Wouldn't it be 3 and 4?
Yeah, for to translate, I was able to find them,
But
you
I
know,
mean, was
through
it really just issue 1 that we had 2 different covers of the last time?
yeah, the variant covers.
Okay.
We got
We're
the ones that we got were the
we're-
special covers, which
we're
you can't
such-
get anymore.
We're just such.
Yep, such nerd.
We're
But
like,
I want to
"Give
shout out
my
Nerds.
money.
Oh.
Take my money.
I want to shout out Nerd City Collectibles because I got them from their online store, and I was able to get my hands on the other 2 episodes. So 2 issues. So making me the happy camper I am. How are you, Lightstar 777? How are you doing?
I'm doing. We have
Somebody got a
we've had.
chimera. Somebody got a chimera. I know.
I'm telling you, Aztec can't. I don't know if he actually posted the video yet, but I sent him a video where my little baby level 7 Rakan was holding his own in my arena team. Like, I
Literally
I-
like this because he transmogged him.
yeah, I mean,
He was
I don't know how to really describe. Like, I thought, I mean, I hadn't awoken him, and then
Right.
it was like, oh well, I'll just put him there and level him up when I can, and hope the rest of the team carries him. No, other
Right.
people could die on the team, and he'd still be around, like just chilling, straight chilling.
Yep.
So he has been quite something of late. And I did want to show you this. For those that don't know, Aztec has Crane on the mind. He's Crane P Gaming.
Yep.
So I pulled an awoken Crane the other day, and
Amazing.
I felt honor bound that I should just level him up just because.
He's actually kind of good, besides, the fire Frankenstein, which everyone uses in like guild wars and such like that. Crane is actually kind of cool. I mean, he can provoke, which is something, but I kind of like that. I
See,
I think I should build mine also. I've had one sitting in my storage box since like I started the game. I
mm,
think he's 5-star, and I think I actually put runes on him.
oh,
He's
nice.
not bad
Well, I
for
mean,
the
see,
same
for
reason.
me, it's
Mhm.
his passive here that I feel like is the most odd and interesting thing. It's strange
Strange
reversible reaction.
reversible,
And
strange reversible reaction. That
right,
was my nickname in high school.
you
See,
stole
I
you
see what I
swagger
did.
jacked me.
I did. I
So
did. I love that.
is there a lawyer in the house? Excuse me, anybody?
Yanfei.
We need we
Yanfei.
need a lawyer. I need litigation for libel. Anywho, your defense is increased by 25% for every beneficial effect on you, and your attack speed is increased by 25 for every harmful effect you suffer. Which means if he gets debuffed, he's faster. If he
Yep.
gets, buffed, he has even more
There's
defense.
more
So
defense.
like I think, oh well, what is it? Chiwu, my the oh god, I put him in storage. I'm such an embarrassment.
You put your pioneer in storage.
Hold on, I put a lot of things in storage though. Okay, here. He comes back out now. There we go. I mean my
Put your
two Rikas are
pioneer in
I
storage.
it should be at this point. I actually say I realized something and I am kicking my old Ken self in retrospect for something I did
What's up?
probably longer ago than I could even figure out when I did it.
Hmm.
I had a second Beth at one point, and I know I
Right.
had a second Beth. And I clearly crystalled her, and I was actually thinking, oh man, I could, I think I want to build my second Beth this way, and I want to put
Right.
floppy hat Beth onto that, and mm, yeah, to no avail. I have no second Beth anymore. But
R.I.P.
Wusa,
Second Beth.
yeah, R.I.P. But I was thinking like a Wusa or a Bastet with
Right.
Crane could be actually fairly decent.
Yeah,
Like
because he would get buffed by, and then get even more defense.
hmm
And I'm pretty sure it's a defense unit. It scales
yeah,
off defense, right?
yeah, just
Awesome.
like the other whatchamacallit, the other
Frankensteiners.
Frankensteins. I think most all of them, if not all of them, are defense based
Steiner
monsters.
brothers.
I'm gonna
I hear
see
you.
if I can find
No,
the
that's very cool. But
uh
yeah, Bastet
oh
would
no,
definitely work.
one's an HP. The light and dark are HP. The others are
Hmm,
defense.
got you.
Or I mean the fire. Sorry, fire and light are HP. The other three are
Hmm.
defense based.
Okay.
Um, but before I go down, more of a tangential road here, we are going to talk today about rumors of the Dragon Ball Z collab.
Yes.
We're
Rumor mill. Rumor
we're going
report.
to theory craft what our dream crossover franchises would be for no other reason other than just to
Because
because we want to daydream about a life that good. Um, we are going to talk about getting back into some Elite Dangerous with the voice packs, which I'll be the first to admit I've had a lot going on in my personal life, so I have not been nearly
no problem.
as on that. Like I think my captain is still in the starter area because I had decided I wanted to get elite status with the starter people because you
Right.
know because why not? Like,
Why not?
come on. They're probably so sad. Like they're like, "Hey, look, somebody oh, he left. Oh, hey, a new friend. Oh, he's gone
They
too."
left.
Um
Bye.
so, I had thought it was a good idea to, you know, to actually, give him some love, but maybe I'll leave the starter area anyways, cuz
Please do.
I should leave the
Please
starter
do.
area, get my anaconda back with my voice packs and
Yes.
start playing like before again.
And of
Um
course, we can wing up and do ignorant things together. in space
right?
where no one can hear you scream.
Yeah. We're also going to talk that pack that had all of the transmogs.
Right.
We are going to talk a little bit about the gargoyle transmogs. So I'm going to just pull mine out of storage. I think I put them in. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. And
Mine are in my tower, so they're keeping watch over the Sky Island like good gargoyles should.
oh, nice. Yeah.
So
That's
they're not
smart. That's smart. Mine would be on a building in New York, voiced by Jonathan Frakes. So,
yes, yes, they.
um, and then we're going to be more tangential and talk a little bit about Genshin. We're going to talk about Loki, and I don't know if we can talk about that last thing, Aztec. I didn't notice you wrote it there, but the statute of limitation on a movie release is 2 weeks, so I think we have to wait one more week to talk about that. TV
Okay.
shows, I feel like if we give you a week, we've been generous, right?
Yeah, I hear you. But it's more so about the character, but I won't give any spoilers about the movie. It's more of just a rant on my side because one of my favorite villains was done perfectly in the Spider-Man game, and the exact same villain on the movie screen was not. So it's more of a rant than anything, but no spoilers.
Yeah,
for
one
Black
more
Widow
week.
if you're going
So,
to see that.
so we're going to hold that off for a week. But see, that is a spoiler because you see, he just told you that the same villain that was in the game. So, if anybody played the Spider-Man game,
He's in all the commercials.
I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm apologetic. 2 weeks. 2 weeks on movies. So we'll talk about that next week. We'll let you. We'll take
week.
the training wheels off. Let you go next week.
Okay. I want to rant.
I know you do. I know you do. And then we are just going to talk about the 2 new events, the quiz event and the prediction event. Talk about my Chimera. So, Aztec, why don't you start it off with this Dragon Ball Z collab?
Rumor.
Question mark.
So,
I see. So you're just you're leading with it's a rumor. Got it.
Okay. Oh yeah. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up and then dash them entirely. So it is rumored that our next collab
he did
Summoners
the air
War,
quotes.
You did the air quotes. That the next collab in Summoners War is going to be with Dragon Ball Z. Big rumor, and just in my opinion,
I like that you call it a rumor because one cat says he's got a source. Well, I mean, I don't care who that cat is because that cat
it's a pretty big cat.
It's a pretty big cat who routinely insults the very people who, So it seems like if I wanted to make him seem foolish and like he didn't know what he was talking about, I'd feed him false information. So he's like, oh, I know a guy. Guy told me that that's not going to happen. And then you'd look foolish as heck, wouldn't you, when it came out? And then it's like, it does drop. Be like, we're going to call this update the Bagel 2.0.
But yeah, of course, I was perusing Bagel's YouTube channel, and he stated that there is a rumor that Dragon Ball Z would be the next collab with Summoners War, which I'm just going to debunk on our show that it probably won't happen.
I absolve myself of this. I'm going to just refrain from judgment until the end. I live in hope.
Yeah, right. But if that were to happen, what characters would you like to see in Summoners War if that happens? This is total theory crafting, of course.
Of Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have Piccolo. I mean,
gotta have Piccolo.
Goku. I mean, you should have everybody, just like the whole gambit. Like, everybody is great in that show.
I definitely want to see some Android 18, Piccolo's girlfriend or whatever.
Gotta have Vegeta.
Gotta have Vegeta,
and if for nothing else, just to hear Vegeta's character in game having a move that's called "It's over 9,000." It's over 9,000. Sorry.
Or he would check the power levels beforehand. That would be kind of cool. But But yeah, that would be and of course Majin Buu, probably one of my favorite villains in Dragon Ball, would be an awesome addition to Summoner's War. Just for no other reason. But honestly, when I heard about the Street Fighter collaboration, I was totally skeptical also. So, you
And what
know,
ended up happening with that? I forget.
I don't know. I what happened with that? Yeah, it
So,
actually happened.
oh right.
So so it's
So this is how it's going to break down. Aztec calling it. He's calling his shot. Me, guarded, reserved, waiting till I have more facts on the table.
understood.
Cautiously optimistic.
So part B to the question is if there's any fandom or any type of
Star Trek.
of course that you would want to
If I
collaborate
if
with
I
Summoners
like
War.
I'm not kidding you, just on a
Yeah.
personal level, if they were like, they released like the crew of the original series,
Yeah, I hear you.
I would probably spend more money than I would want to admit. Like honestly, I feel like they'd have to make like a pack where you could just buy those characters,
Yeah,
because I would just have. But like, I mean, it would be impractical in a game like this because what
of
would they do?
course.
They just walk in.
Just
It's
beam down.
hold on, I got it. They just come in, bring their phaser type 2, just like
Yep.
it's, it wouldn't
It
be
would be
fair. It would not be
yeah,
fair at all.
it wouldn't fit.
I mean, and then if it didn't like just vaporize things in front of them, like then like theming wise as a thematic device, you'd be like, well, why wouldn't they set it on kill? Sure, they're here for, peaceful exploration. They come in peace, but shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill.
that simple. But I mean, just to answer my own question, I know there's like a dozen Marvel games, and I think Marvel Contest of Champions is basically Summoner's War with the
Is it?
Marvel characters. But I would
You have to press
definitely
so many buttons and stuff.
but I would definitely love to see specifically the X-Men in Summoner's War just cuz or maybe even some of the Captain America hint we're in the
See,
cap
you'd have to get rid
characters.
of Wolverine though, because what do you do with a character that you can never kill because he's got mutagenic healing abilities? Oh,
This is
except
true.
if you rewrite the timeline of your universe like 23 movies worth, and then you suddenly say that he got old, and that's like, wasn't it that his cells could regenerate so he didn't actually really age?
We
Which then
aged, but then he
I
got
really,
old
but then I have a question, like how did his body decide, what age I want to be for real though? I want to be in my 30s. Like, I'm sorry.
forever. Just
Sorry.
cut, but yes, retconning is the spice of life, right? But yeah, I would like to see the X-Men or
I
even like
I
Captain
can't
America
even
or some of the
I can't even stand the fact that we're going to have a third crack at the Fantastic Four,
they need as many
You
cracks as
know, in
possible.
fact,
I
shame
love the
on you for
Fantastic Four.
for wearing the turncoats shirt.
Oh, what the Captain America shirt I'm rocking right now?
The Chris
Wh-
Evans turncoat shirt.
Oh yeah, because Chris Evans was the Human Torch
What
originally in
that was me
the
doing the
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four where he was like snapping his finger and the flame was coming on his finger like that.
Yeah. But yes, Chris Evans was originally cast as the Human Torch in two of the Fantastic Four movies, and then eventually was cast to be Captain America. I would totally take the Captain America role over the. But anyway, I would absolutely like to see
I feel like
the
we
X
got it.
Men. We got all over the. I'm loving that mug. That Geordie mug is tight,
Thanks.
tight.
I
Star
wanna-
Trek mugs are tight.
Thank you. I will say, for practical IPs that I think would be good,
Right.
I feel like something like either Soul Calibur
Okay.
or Monster Hunter World, something like that, where they're already in a genre of fighting monsters type thing. That's what I think would be a good collaboration. if we
Well,
were going to have one.
here's a great one. How about Monster Rancher? Remember
Um,
Monster Rancher back in the day? I
I
mean, but
mean,
so many of those
yes,
characters
but
kind of overlap.
and I don't honestly, in my opinion, I don't think it would work.
Okay,
Um, and only because that game was more about like, oh, you have like, what was it? I think one of the games you had like 5 slots, and that was it. You got 5 monsters, and it was more about like you taking like Tamagotching them, like, let me
got
clean
you.
up your pen, let me take care.
Yeah,
Like
let me
there was
feed you.
yeah, there was a lot of that, like where I mean, that was half the fun, that they thematically made you feel kinship with them, because it was like you put your DVD, like, you got your Star Trek Blu-ray out and you shoved it into your PlayStation, and it gave you, it gave you like, your creature, your monster, and then it was like, all right, well, let me go and let me summon a monster for you, and it's like, oh, you got Squirtle, great. So now you take your Squirtle. It's like, well, me and Squirtle, we're going to town on this. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know, I loved that. I loved that. It was like gambling. It was like, it was exactly like, a gotcha game. Like, you shoved a CD or DVD in, and you prayed a lot that it was going to give you what you needed. So, um,
yeah. I mean, obviously, I think that IP is pretty dead, but of course, this is all just theory crafting and story crafting. We're just talking about what the next collaboration with Summoners War should or could be. So, fun times.
yeah.
It's fun
Um,
to theory craft.
but yeah, like I said, definitely something like that. Or if we were going like movie IP, like Lord of the Rings, I think that would be cool. Like, I could see like one of the dark monsters being like an Urukai, like,
Absolutely, definitely.
you could have Legolas, like, representing, I mean, you get your
Elven
dwarf,
Ranger
you
is
get,
totally based on Legolas.
right.
Totally. Think about it.
But like, imagine a 5 star, like, light
Five
Legolas,
star.
like, I mean, obviously
Legolas,
Legolas is
go.
5 star.
And he takes out a war elephant. So war elephant. Battle mammoths were in Lord of the Rings. Elven Rangers, of course, were in Lord of the Rings. So you're not far off. Not at all.
But yeah,
Is
those are some that I would definitely say. Um, the transmogs here. I have all 5 of mine here in my area. I'll pull them up real quick. Um, so here is the transmogs. There's the wind one, my malite. Water one, tanzanite. And
See, you pronounce it exactly how I do. It's misspelled in the in my opinion, it's misspelled
oh,
because uh
tanzite?
yeah,
No,
exactly. See?
no, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Oh man.
Um, kunite, and now I'm questioning everything. Onyx, which Onyx to me is the one that looks the coolest, I think, in terms of these transmogs.
Only one I don't have.
And then the Fenica. But yeah, definitely Onyx is my favorite looking of the transmogs. I I definitely think they kind of take on an almost Gundam esque look to them, with
100%.
like the wheels and the way the wings fold. Honestly, we all know I spent money on this pack at this point because, we're looking at it. But, I really didn't want to like the pack, but then I got the Archangel, and then I had to like the pack. I had to like it. I didn't have a
I hear
choice.
you.
I didn't
I
have a
mean,
choice.
I am such a fan of mecha anime, and like you said, it's giving me all the Gundam feels. On top of it, new Gundam movie just dropped, Gundam Hathaway, so it's just like
You know,
Somebody had come to us watching Gundam,
where isn't any Haths these days?
but somebody had come to us, much like mech anime or Gundams or such like that, to inspire this particular transmog. It is awesome. It is one of my at least top five, if not top 10 ever transmogs. This is like really, I just wish I used the gargoyles more. We had
Yeah,
a quick conversation about the gargoyles and how your Slayer just disrupts them when you find them in siege battles. So I wish I had more time to, more places to use them.
here's the thing though. I feel like I should build them. I should build at least one. I feel this
Okay,
in my jellies.
excellent.
Like, I mean, the S1, right? You
Hmm.
have 7 levels of damage increase. That's a lot. And it inflicts damage that increases according to your defense, and
Right.
it's possible to stun the enemy, and increases your defense by 30%, and it can accumulate up to 5 times. And that's just his S1.
Yeah.
And that's his S2. He inflicts damage on the enemy in proportion to your defense, destroys the target HP, so he's basically a Nemesis rune. Like he's basically Beth.
Yep.
And he provokes for 1 turns, and afterwards turns into a statue, and he won't be able to move, but gains immunity against immobility effects, receive 30% less damage, and recovers HP by 10% until the state's gone. And then he's got a passive when his turn ends. He'll be turned into a statue until next turn with 30% chance. And you can't get defeated when you're turned into a statue. So it's like, it's just an annoying monster. And I could put that with like my holiest of holy Ariel. And
Mm.
look at that transmog. It's so tall you can't
I
even
don't know.
appreciate it.
It is awesome. I mean, I know you had your, a little bit of
I didn't
misgivings and
hate it.
pause,
I didn't even hate it. I just didn't want to spend the money on it, and I did.
but come on, look how long you've been waiting for an Archangel,
Right?
and on the same week, it was just kismet. It's bound to happen.
Truly, it was. Truly. But yeah, so I mean, definitely, I like the transmogs a lot. Do I have any of the poison masters on me? Yeah.
No, the only,
No. Yeah.
you know,
So
well,
um, I I like the Jawa look of them. So I did transmog them, but I really
egg,
like the
egg,
yes.
egg, egg.
So I kind of want the I wish the fire ones transmog like their abilities didn't look as cool, because I would then definitely not bother transmogging this one, but
Right.
his abilities just look so much cooler. Let me
No, I hear you.
let's see. Here we go. Skill preview. But like look at this. Like that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Like where he
and
does
I'm
this like
thinking,
sweeping like lightning strike.
flamethrower type deal. Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, like none of the others
Also,
quite had the effect that that one did.
I did have a question about your trickaroo. Now this is gonna be a mouthful. Did you transmog your trickaroos?
Yes.
You tra- was that just to get the animation speed bonus?
Um sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. I heard that it was faster,
Okay,
so I did it, but I found that I mean, I wouldn't really fail that often with my
right.
trickaroo. Um so I don't know that it was that. It was just less close sometimes with
Okay,
the transmogs. There we go.
cool. Did you transmog your? Yeah, that might be the title of this. I,
Mm.
uh, because I'm always trying to look for funky titles for these
Won't you take
episodes.
me to Funky Town? won't you take me to Funky
So,
Town?
as a tangent, of course, let's talk a little Genshin. We both played Genshin Impact. Matter of fact, we were playing a little bit before this particular stream, and we were so happy because today is the first day of a new area called Inazuma. It's been hyped up so much, and for good reason, because I think the last section that we had in Genshin was Dragonspine, and that was way back
Horrible.
in
Oh, right. Yep.
December/January. I love Dragonspine. I just like the survival mechanic, but
I hate it.
Inazuma is
Let me stop you right there and tell everybody. So imagine you're playing a video game, right? And they have this monster that they just released that's supposed to be able to challenge even high level players, right? With kitted out people, right?
oh yeah.
If it's supposed to be that hard, now imagine you have to, in the middle of the fight, mind you, look around and be like, where's there a tiki torch in this place? I gotta get myself to a
Or,
tiki
let me
torch.
let,
I
let
gotta
me
go.
explain the
I gotta go
mechanic.
find a tiki torch to stand next to. So now I can't really move. I'm just standing there. I'm like, boy, I hope he doesn't notice that I walked just 10 feet over here and now I'm standing by this stupid tiki torch so that I'm not
So,
freezing to death so he doesn't hit me while I'm just
so
standing here like an idiot.
so Dragonspine is a mountain which is
Stupid.
cold.
Stupid
And the
area.
cold mechanic is
Idiotic.
basically reflected by a little cold bar that goes up, and when it reaches maximum you
Dum
start
dum da dum dum
using health
dum.
because your character is freezing, and you have to either get by torches or heat sources or even craft some food to at least slow down the effects of the freezing mechanic,
Which
which can eventually
doesn't
kill.
really slow it down. I'll have you know now. Did that, tried it out.
Mhm.
34 seconds maybe as opposed to 30 seconds.
That was
Freezing
four
to death.
seconds though. But anyway, Inazuma is nothing like
Stupid.
Dragonspine. It is based on
So
ancient Japan, and it is awesome for however, the first it is a little bit anticlimactic because before the update in canon, you have to kind of wait for another character to prepare her ship so she can take you to this Inazuma place, which is surrounded by an everlasting storm. But spoiler alert, if you haven't played Genshin and you're not up to this level as yet, it's just a cutscene. It's a really quick cutscene. Everything
you don't
goes
even
through,
you don't even see
you
the
know.
storm.
Yep, don't even see the storm. Everything is just really quickly, um, just kind of oh, halfway decent attack rune. I might keep that. Any speed on that? No. I might some crit damage. I might get rid of it.
It's a static crit damage. Why would you keep it?
Oh, say no more.
Wait, no, it's not. That was the one next to it.
I'll keep it for further review. I just won't sell it initially. I'll probably end up selling it regardless.
You do
But
whatever makes you happy.
but anyway, yeah. But Inazuma looks very awesome. I only literally stepped foot on it about a couple of minutes before we had to do this particular live stream. But we will be updating you on all things Inazuma related with Genshin, and obviously the new character banners are out. Ayaka is the new 5-star cryo character who is just looking very, very cool. I have very mixed feelings about summoning for her because I know on the horizon Ganyu and
Can
Yoima are
you
coming up,
guide
and
you
Ganyu.
straight to hell? Sorry.
But yes, but honestly, Ganyu does Ganyu people straight to hell. She is one of the best DPSs, and they're gonna re-roll her banner sooner rather than later. Probably, I'm guessing late September, October, to correspond with certain festivals and such like that. But I don't know. I am really torn whether to summon for Ayaka or not.
Well, I'm
Lightstar
summoning.
is absolutely summoning for Ayaka. So I don't know.
I'm over halfway to my first pity on day one, so
How much is pity? 80? 80 summons?
90.
90. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool,
Which,
cool.
if it goes like Klee, Oh boy.
It won't. It's always different. But we will definitely keep you updated on Inazuma. It looks like it is going to be a lot more fun than Dragon Spine, for, at least for Lightstar. But
What? You mean I can actually focus on the battle and not just
not
finding a
freeze.
tiki torch so I can stand there in a vulnerable state for 30 to
Yep.
more
One
seconds
of the
to stop
reasons.
freezing so then I can go back and fight him and then fight. Oh, and don't get me wrong, he didn't tell any of you that every single monster's ability on Dragon Spine is one that makes you freeze to death faster.
Faster.
So,
Yep.
even if you have that stupid, idiotic food, which you can only farm the ingredients for, where
In
in
Dragon
Dragonspine,
Spine.
it's rendered absolutely useless by them going and just blowing cold air on you. Wait, hold on. Let's.
We get it.
No, I don't think you
This is
do.
one of the reasons why
I don't think you do.
you relocated to sunny Florida, so
Triggered. I'm
you
triggered.
don't you don't you don't freeze ever, even in real life. Anyway,
Stupid Dragon Spine.
anyway, anyway.
Stupid Dragon Spine. Stupid
Shall
energy.
shall is it 7 o'clock yet, or should we talk about your chimera real quick?
Oh, we can talk about the Chimera real quick. He
Okay.
is. Where are you? Where are you, Chimera?
Where did you go, chimera? I
Well, that was a different
want to
song.
know. Look at that cute transmog. He is like a little lion.
Yeah, I don't hate it too much.
I love it. I'm glad
So
you transmogged him.
level 24, casually 18,000 HP. Haven't even put artifacts on him
Excellent.
yet, but yeah, just HP, crit damage, HP, speed substats. This one, not a bad one, plus 21 speed, so
Nice.
don't
Nice,
hate
nice.
that rune. But yeah.
Excellent.
I would like some higher speed subs in some of these, but
Right.
not bad. Not bad. Like that one plus 20, it's not terrible. Not terrible. And then like I said, I
And
need to put artifacts on him, so
and of course, this is super tangent. Just going back to our original topic, one of the transmogs for this guy is really reflective of Beauty and the Beast. I mean, a Disney collab would be sick with all the different Disney characters. With all the different
let's
heroes and villains in the Disney universe, the
see.
Disneyverse, I should
I
say.
feel like you'd have to make it a collab with Kingdom Hearts then.
Okay, even better, even better. Very cool.
But yeah, that'd be
King,
cool.
one of the few franchises I have not jumped into, but regardless, I am loving
For
your
shame, AJ.
I am loving your chimera. Your Rakan is gonna rock me. I have to get the guitar playing one, just cause he's no, there's
See,
nothing more metal
I didn't like
than
that. I mean, I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
I know it's not for everybody, but I'll just show him real quick, just cause.
What did I end up Oh, I know. I remember what I did with those 100 transmog stones I had last time. That was what
Oh,
I.
what'd you have?
That was when I decided to do the Icarus
Hmm.
because I heard it was more stable and faster. So, see.
Heavy metal chimera. Rock on, rock on, rock on.
See, he. This is going to be a very minor gripe, but here's my problem.
What's
That
up?
the only thing they seemed to do was get rid of his sleeves, right?
Yep.
And gave him a guitar, and that's it. Like
And a chain.
I wish
Looks exactly the same.
I wish there was like I mean I get it. I see he's wearing leather, but like it's really not.
It's not much. It's
Now
not much, but
legendary hero Rakan. I mean, come on, wow,
that looks ridiculous.
yeah,
Awesome, awesome.
yeah. So got all those. Should we do our fight real quick or forgo it for a week?
We shall forgo for the summoning.
Okie dokie.
We
Are
shall.
you waiting on exclusive summoning?
Not really. I believe I have two of the three that are on the list for this go around.
See,
So
I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of feeling
yeah,
next week because I don't have a beast monk, and the fire pony would not be terrible.
yeah. The
Um,
next
but
2 weeks I'll be good because I don't have any of those.
but in 3 weeks is Velajuel and yeah, what's his name? Pungbeck. So part of me is thinking maybe I'll skip my 2 and 3 chance that week and go for the next, but I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
Well, I know what I'm not doing is I'm not. Well, I had two. I think I'll just keep those two. I do have one of the Lightstar 777's Friendship Scroll.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll summon one of those today,
Oh sure,
along with my a bunch of my Mysticals.
yeah,
Let's move a couple of these
do it,
units into storage, and then
do it.
we can do some summoning because that's what we do here on the Monster Rancher's Guides to
Just
Summoners War.
summoning. Oh sorry,
We do summoning. We do summoning.
and I like the product so much. I'm not only a customer, I bought the company. Stupid. I'm sorry. They don't let me out much.
It's all right. No problem. Should I count it down?
Indeed.
3, 2, 1, and summon, 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 summon. I really got to get that song. I say that every week.
What song?
Summon, summon. Oh, the summoning song.
Hey, look it. I got a Melia. I wonder what 3 Melias would be like.
You mean in like GB10 or
Hmm,
GB12 or something like that?
it'd probably be slower.
Summon,
I'm
summon.
just
Now,
imagining like a whole herd of Melias
herd, a herd.
like
Oh, you
in
got
something like Toa regular, just like
that
unviolent.
would be funny. That would be
Just
funny. All on violent. Oh,
just
that would be
just to see how
funny.
many how
That
many
would
procs
be
we could get on it.
hysterical. So I'm not touching my friendship scrolls just because your name's on them.
Yep.
That's simple.
Hey, look at you. Got a 4 star.
You know what? I don't know if I have Arnold. I don't know. I may have
Hey,
fed a
Arnold.
couple. I may have fed a couple.
All right.
So I'm kind of glad to have that one. Uh-oh, back-to-back lightning. That don't happen.
Oh, mine was guaranteed lightning, so. And I
Water
dropped Fox.
Undine.
Here we go. Fun, fun, fun till Daddy took the T-Bird away. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, definitely got some food for good old Wind Giant Warrior.
Mm. Gotta love him.
I
Let's
hear
see.
you.
Triple S. I bet I get nothing. I guess that's fine.
You got crystals
It's just sometimes when I get flat like 2 star white runes
on triple S.
in a triple S on World War, like really,
That's just
if I get a
criminal.
determination rune that's 4 star on a triple S run in the Rift Raid Beast, I also get very angry. Like I feel quite cross about the affair. Really,
You really shouldn't anything S or above, you shouldn't get crap. I'm just saying, like
you would think
S or
so.
above.
You would think so.
Triple S, especially like triple S, especially on like, raids and such like that, which are
Shadow Legends.
relatively
Oh,
difficult.
sorry.
No, I can't. Dude, that is such a Summoner's War rip. It's not even fun. I can't stand Raid Shadow. Ugh. Ugh.
You know what I didn't like? I gave it a shot, and
Yeah. How'd you like it?
I just didn't get. Oh, look, somebody got what's her name? Etna, the Wind
GZ.
Hell Lady.
Awesome.
Um,
Wind pole dance.
I honestly, I don't know. I didn't care for it that much because whenever you have like hundreds of ads that are trying to sell me packs like
Yes.
nonstop, like I mean, at least Summoners War, it just feels like they're there whenever I go to the main island
Right.
once in a while, and then I can
But
close
it's
them.
like once. Like it's with Summoners War, at least it's kind of balanced. It's like once in a couple. Like when you go to the main island, or when if you do a couple of rounds, of Kairos, you'll get an ad. And it's an ad for something in Summoners War. It's not some random ad. So that's another, yeah, it's just another thing. I don't know. Not a big fan of Raid. But yeah, so who are we shouting out this week besides
I
Poland
mean,
besides Poland Spring?
right. I will shout out the usual suspects. Nelly the God, JD the Gamer, Beans, just all the cool people we have met while doing this, our community, all the Discordians, as you like
The
to call
score.
them. You know,
Absolutely.
just
They just
it's
they just
good.
keep giving us topics. It's
I know, I
great.
love it. And of course for always being there every Wednesday for me. Uh,
Yeah, appreciate it. Oh, I really want to apologize. Last week's episode was a little janky. Um, I re-uploaded and fixed it, and now it should be totally fine. But I think it was something where they couldn't hear. I think they couldn't hear me. I think it
it
was
was
just
it
I
was
mean,
me.
and of course. Oh, so sorry. It was
Yeah.
so I think they
My
couldn't hear
beautiful
you,
voice. They couldn't hear
which
my
I mean, honestly,
beautiful voice, my singing, my
no,
talent, my
no one
gift.
wants to hear a whole hour of me talking to myself. Or maybe you do, but regardless, I fixed it. So apologies, to everyone that heard, and but just wanted to have that disclaimer. But I re-uploaded, and everything should be cool. It looks like a bunch of people are listening with no issue, so good. But apologies for that. Sorry. I had routed a bus to another thing in Logic, and I'm not going to bore you with audio stuff, but I unrouted it and it was fine. But oh yes, please
He
continue your
he
shout
routed
outs.
it and then he unrouted it.
I felt like Jordy. I was like, what if we bypass the capacitor and then
Yeah, that just might work. That was another Geordie line. When somebody gave him a great
totally,
idea and he totally
totally,
took it, like, yeah, that
yeah,
might work. Get out of the way.
yeah. Just ran with it.
uh,
I hear you. But I want to give a big shout out to nerdcitycollectibles.com because I got my Summoners War comics from them, and where I couldn't find them anywhere else. I really appreciated it because I forgot to get them from Skybound. I'm thinking, okay, Skybound's got to have a whole book. Nope, they were totally sold out. But I was able to find them at Nerd City Collectibles. So thank you, and I will be happy
nice.
to join whatever you know club where I get perks and swag and stuff like that. But shout out to you folks for
Um, I thought of
providing me with. Mhm.
another.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I'm backtracking here. I know that the chances that this person will ever even be aware that this was said will be one in a couple trillion, but LeVar Burton, because
Shout out to LeVar Burton.
I love to read and I love to write, and I attribute like 90% of that to the Reading Rainbow growing up. Like
Wow,
it was
impressive.
like we had like there was this read a book club for
Can't
like
do
get a thing of
anything.
pizza, and I remember
Take a
like
book, take a look
look,
with
the
reading
Reading Rainbow.
Rainbow. Oh wow, that
I
hits me right in
can
the
go
feels because I love.
anywhere.
Yeah, sing it.
Take a look. It's in a book.
A book,
Reading
reading rain.
Rainbow. Yeah.
Oh
Anyways,
wow,
I
impressive.
mean, I can. I don't think I can find this fast enough. Maybe I can.
It's
Here,
cool.
you talk to yourself for a second. Just talk to the
Well,
people.
today at MRGTSW, it was a real wrestling match with editing last episode, just due to the fact that if you were listening, I had a power outage right during the middle of the stream, and when I was recording on Audacity, it recorded two different parts, so it wouldn't render it into a whole audio file. So I had to, with a little bit of finagling, I figured out that you can render just two different files, one of the beginning and one of the end. It was really, and the thing is, I'm pretty sure the YouTube video got affected also, because I don't think Lightstar's audio, or even my audio, I don't know, it was my audio on the YouTube video, which wasn't even working properly, so I couldn't even pull it from that. So it was a real steel cage match editing last week's episode. And on top of that, as soon as I put it out, I get a message from Oh, shout out to Forentis, because he gave us the feedback that it wasn't working properly.
Indeed.
And I usually play back the episode just to check, but I didn't because I had to shoot out really quick. But
So,
shout out to you, Forentis. Oh, excellent.
so this was when LeVar Burton, on Reading Rainbow, gave a tour of the Enterprise from Star Trek, and it is one of my favorite things ever. So
Awesome. So that was a signed copy of just for our podcast listeners, he just showed me a signed copy of a photo of LeVar Burton, on the bridge of the Enterprise. Very cool.
With his
super
communicator.
Cool.
I mean, it was like Inception, So
yes.
I mean, it was great. Like it, I loved that. I loved everything about it.
Also, if you do need issues 2 and 3 of the Summoners War comic, you can find them at Nerd City Collectibles. I believe they still have a couple of issues. So if you need this, go there. But yeah, shout out to LeVar Burton. I'm glad he was a source of inspiration for you, for your your reading enjoyment and your writing. Excellent.
What a human being. What a great person.
Yeah. Excellent.
Nice to meet as well. Anywho, that is it.
That wraps it up for this particular episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoners War. New episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us at MRGTSW on Instagram, MRGTSW on Twitter. Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe on Discord. At Rancher's Guide on Twitter. Sorry about that. Lightstar 777 Gaming.
There it is.
MRGTSW on Reddit.
Mergista. Love it.
Shout out to all you guys listening and watching. Live long and prosper, everyone.
Peace and long life.
Live long and prosper.